happening, everybody? My name is Scot Mendenhall. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're amped on this morning ride here in Minnesota. We're going to hit some trails that we've never rode before, and we're just really excited. We have Legend and Epic, my two sons in the front. Kristen and I work together. She's in front of me, and then Lily, who's behind me, we work together as well. And then there's Joey, who a lot of you would know, and he is not found here. He couldn't make the morning ride before we got into the office. We are just out shredding some trails, and we really want to have a conversation today about 99 one-wheel problems and a fan ain't one. We're going to get on that topic and talk about some of the things that we're seeing out there in social media and in Reddits and things of that nature. But we also want you to enjoy this ride, and if you don't want to hear the conversation, mute me, turn on some of your own vibing music, and enjoy this ride. As today we're going to talk about exactly what I just said, and hopefully you enjoy it, and we'd love to hear your comments down below. If you're new around here, we pump out one-wheel content as much as possible to keep the stoke alive, and there might be problems out there in the one-wheel community that people feel like they need to share, but a fan ain't one, because I'm a fan. I'm a raving fan, as Kristen couldn't ride out the fall there, and then I have to run mine out because she drug her tail end, and sometimes on group rides you just got to be really careful of what's happening so you don't take somebody out, as I nicked up to my fender there. A little disheartening about that. Nonetheless, on the trail we go. There might be 99 problems that people think one wheel has, but I really don't think it's a one-wheel problem at all. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hey, don't go searching it. There's just people posting things that one-wheel struggling and with customer service, which in my experience is the very opposite. I've had such good customer service, from questions I've had about my one-wheel to I need an order checked on, and they've done that for me, or I placed an order and I got everything but one. They've responded within 48 hours, and in my opinion, I think that's so good of a company. 48 hours? That's so good. I mean, we're talking about a company that is represents people. Like, when people begin to bash a product, and I think we forget that there are people that are building these things, and that people that are enjoying what they're doing. I don't believe people are putting together one wheels and go, oh, I hope it doesn't work for that person, ha ha ha. If you've gotten a one wheel and it's not up to the standard that you thought it should be, that's what the 1 year warranty is there for. If one wheel wants to stand behind their product, I've talked to those. They love their riders. They understand that this community is all about their riders. If you don't have riders riding the one wheel, what good is it? It's just a big, monstrous paperweight. And so to say they don't care about their customers, I think that's a very, very long stretch in an imaginative way. I think in a culture where we're at in the world, if we could just get to where we assume the best in everyone, like that was our first reaction, is to assume the best and not the worst, we would save ourselves from a lot of anger and disappointment, and we would save a moment in time where we potentially then hurt someone. Because what happens a lot of times when we feel hurt, or we start to assume the worst in somebody, we then speak poorly of them, and then it hurts them, and then you have this weird thing going on where it's almost like a fight now, because it's a he said, she said game, and there's no love. And so if you get nothing out of this ride outside of just this view, and that we're all going to start to assume the best in just humanity, I understand there are some people out there that aren't the kindest, but that's not everybody. I've had better or more encounters with more people than I have negative. Why would I let one bad apple, as they say, ruin the bunch? We've got to get past that's just who they are, and moving on and go, okay, that is just them. That doesn't mean everybody. And if we get that principle in our lives, it will allow you to sleep at night because you're going to go, I'm just going to assume the best. That the boss I work for really does want the best for me, and he isn't looking to take off of my money or to work me overtime. Assuming the best is a quality that's hard to achieve, but it will change your life and other people around you. And why are we fans of Onewheels? Why would I say I'm a raving fan of Onewheel? Is because of their customer service, I believe, is top notch. Just in our experience, the product they're putting out, high quality, and the float is real and the stoke is real. As Kristen fell again, this time I'm going to pass her a little bit just so I can not run into her again, and then I need to know where my boys are. So it's like, okay, Kristen, I'm going to get up there and check on my boys here, but then not leaving her too far behind because you don't want to leave her in the woods and the bears and get her. As I was saying, if we can move to assuming the best in everyone, it's going to bring you peace of mind and help you better. And we're raving fans to this company because we understand that they are people that love people and want to create a product that just the stoke goes up. And if you're on the fence of getting a Onewheel, I'm just telling you, you're going to be blown away with their customer service and the product they're putting out. They're top-notch products. Their customer service is by far one of the best customer services I have ever experienced. Ever. I'm not paid by Onewheel to say these things. When we speak of Onewheel, it's because we have met the marketing team. We've met Jack, super, super kind guy. We've met Joey, who responds to a lot of the DMs out there. We have hung out with Ted, and just those three guys alone, they're just quality guys that genuinely want your stoke levels to increase in your life. And they're going to do everything they can to respond to you, to put things out for your enjoyment. Like they just dropped a Onewheel mat, right? I get mine soon. I'm stoked on it. We'll do a review here on it. And I think it's so great. You know how much dirt I bring in the house from this, and all of a sudden to just throw that in the back of my car or my house and have a mat that collects it all? Genius! I love the little Onewheel logo. I just do. I was like, I didn't know I needed one, but I need one now. I just thank you, Onewheel, for making products that I don't have any idea I need today, but tomorrow I'll need. Great job. I think it's so cool. I think it's so cool, and I can't wait for a race for the rails. I don't think when it came down for them to select who they had to select from Race for the Rails, I don't think they sat in a room and going, oh, that person, no way, we don't. They are people trying to make the wisest decision based on the information that they have at hand when making those decisions. And I'm assuming the best in them that they knew what they were doing. As Legend wrecked and his Onewheel went down the side of the hill, which is some of the biggest concerns when you're one-wheeling on moments like this, that if I fall, I could lose my Onewheel and have to go get it. He gets back on the course. I think somewhere back there he's doing okay. I'm out here pushing the limits on my XR. Do I think Onewheel should have selected me? No! I probably didn't even cross their mind. Though there's been some people writing comments that, oh, Scott, you should be in Race for the Rail. I should not. I'm not that fast. I love riding. But Bodie, add skills, that dude can ride. I love riding, and I can beat a few people around here, but I just don't ride like that. I would love to one day test my abilities as we're waiting for everybody to catch up here. I want to test my abilities out there riding, but I don't want to say I've been overlooked. We're going to pause for a battery check. We'll be right back. Kristen here. Somehow, she's one of the littlest girls, yet has eaten up her battery. How do you explain that, Kristen?
I'm guessing all the times I fell.
No, I would say it must be you're just riding hard, you're shredding.
Maybe.
Lil, how are you?
Sure at it, and
Yeah, you're better. You're only halfway.
I got a black boo-boo.
Yeah. That girl. We're teaching all these grums to ride today. Okay. Did you see the fanny pack there with the lemon on it? Thank you, Lemon Float Company, for that fanny pack. So rad. to be able to have my keys and my phone not falling out of my pocket as I'm riding on these trails. You know how hard it would be to find that stuff if it fell out? It would take all day to find it. So I'm grateful for that and not having to ride a big book bag as it was warm this morning. As we're going to let Legend pass and he can get up there. Again, I just trust Onewheel in their decisions that they're not out to hurt people, make people miserable. They're really trying to make life great for people. So if you're on the fence of buying a Onewheel and you're reading some of these things out there that you're like, but, oh man, is it true? No, it's not true. Someone might have a bad experience. That could happen. No one's perfect. I'm going to try to go up this and then... See what I'm saying? I should not be put on Race for the Rails. You're going to watch this here. You're going to watch this. Look, Lily's going to come. She's going to shred it. First try. I couldn't make it. Look at that. Yes. Great job, Lily. Hitting the tree. Oh, it's so good. Crap. And I fell on the first one. Here's Legend now. Dude, shredding too. Nice. And then we turned the camera around. Here's Epic. He's going to make me feel better, though. I don't think maybe he nails it. Oh, he falls off. Totally falls off. But I think he redeems himself here. Totally redeems himself. Yep, look at this. He gets up it and he goes. Now watch this. I'm going to go and I'm going to prove why I should not be in Race for the Rails. I need another year of practice. Oh, I thought I had it, and then... No good.
Oh, no! The Groms are getting me. What's my deal? Okay, can't jack around. We're killing Kristen's battery. I found it, but I couldn't land it. Next time. Got a bike! There's another one up here. Let's see if I do it better.
There you go. As I fell again, I think I was going to try to hit one more kind of log deal, and I just didn't have it today. Apparently, it's not in me. I'll get it next time, though. I see you back there falling over a tree.
Putting that on the list to come back and hit. All right, let's get out of here. Kristen's battery, and we're racing right after this. We have a big race after this, so we got to get the Onewheels charged and then get to the race course. Is it dead, Kristen? Kristen's trying to save battery from walking a little bit. Wonder why, does Elevate require more power than others? Because that's the only difference, is she's in an elevated state, both spiritually, physically, and one-wheeling.
We're hoping to make it out of the woods before we have to, or Kristen has to walk. You'll have to see what happens as we're trying to find out how do you get out of this without, like, this trail we're not even close to being done. So we're going to go back to it with full charge and hit it again, as there's Epic doing a great job on that log, and then eats it. Falls no good, bro. No good. You know, the things that we love about Onewheel is these moments like this. It brings us all together and we can laugh and we can have a great ride in the morning. Your stoke levels are high, and it's just a fun thing to do as a community, as an individual. It just is brought me around people I've never met before, from those that create Onewheels to those that market Onewheel to those that ride Onewheels. And I understand that there are going to be moments with Onewheel that I might get a shipment and it might not be right, or my Onewheel might not function the way it's supposed to be, but they have a 1-year warranty to cover those things. And anytime I've had a shipment that didn't have something in it that was supposed to, they've always made it right and corrected it. And I think that's all you really need from a company, is not going, oh, they don't care anymore. It's not about caring. It's that, let's be honest, are we all, any of us, perfect? Don't we all have flaws? Don't we all have shortcomings? If we admit that we all have flaws and shortcomings, should we not give grace to those that make mistakes and give them time to correct it, instead of going straight to social media and making assumptions that they're the worst ever? I don't know if I'm helping or hurting, but I just have been seeing a lot of things out there, and it just breaks my heart, because those that are behind the brand of Onewheel are real people. And we got to be careful that we don't hurt them in the process. As you get to see the very thing we just ran into.
Okay, I don't know if you're gonna see this, but look, a deer. See the deer? You'll see him take off here in a second. There he goes. That's awesome. Whoa! That's why you start the morning out like that. That's awesome. Okay, project get Kristen home safely.
If you're watching still, subscribe to the channel. We got more Onewheel content coming next week. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below on just what you like about Onewheel, the community. We'd love to hear it. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye now.